They tried to play the system, but the cops played them instead. Here are 5 cases when entitled scammers test cops' patience, but it backfires. Number 5. Woman on the run for fraud gets busted while driving. A woman is pulled over during a routine traffic stop. Officers quickly recognize her as someone with an active fraud warrant. Here's what happens next.
How old are the kids?
17, 18.
Her friend, I think. Just tell her to hang tight.
This your friend?
I just actually ran the number. I said her. It just seemed weird to me because I get a response on the information is different than what I'm saying. I'm trying to. It does come back here. I might do that one that came back. Again, it says no valid license. There's no issue data at all. For hair and eyes, it says other, which on the actual license, it says brown and number bunches, yeah. Date of birth does, but there's no issue with this. This is different. Just feel on the
Oh yeah, immediately with the picture.
just the feel on the things that you're touching. It just,
Oh yeah.
What's weird is that it comes back to an actual.
Does she have an ID card at once? Does she have an ID card at once?
And then what?
They ask for identification, but the ID she provides does not match the records on file. She insists there's nothing wrong, but officers notice inconsistencies.
If you run that number, does it come back to anything? It comes back to...
Just there's no value. Hair,
Right.
eyes, and
That is weird.
and then when I ran her ads, it came back as a hair 13. If there's something more to it, that's why I'm like,
That's a fake.
specifically, if it was just no valid, she a driver, yeah, here's your ticket. I was like, no,
Yeah.
you know? Just tell that.
Yeah, if you're getting that feeling too, I mean... So I was looking at my license, and when you like turn it to see whatever the... what's it? Yeah. The Illinois is different than the Illinois however they...
Alright, is she gonna...
So I ran all that. Hopefully they sent it for you.
Take them?
Yeah, he's going to take both of them so he can go up to work.
Okay, what are we doing?
She says for now, like when you pull the car up like behind her, like you leave it and I'll come back. She can't juggle 2 cars.
Is she gonna come back for it?
18-year-old doesn't have a license?
Nobody's got a license.
I don't know. Yeah,
The officers run her information and confirm that she has been using different names. The details on her ID do not align with official records, and there are clear signs that she may be hiding something.
Will you give her the keys to her? She's gonna come back and pick us up? She hold
up so if the car turns in, it doesn't take it out. Pull hers up a little further. Or you think it's good? I think it's all right. All right.
Put your hands on your back, all right? Do you want your watch off so this doesn't get ruined?
I'll bring it off for you.
I'm gonna have her take off and drive your son to work, okay?
And we'll lock up your car. They got the keys, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna double lock these, okay?
You got anything else on you? I know you were.
Just my wallet.
This is your wallet?
Yeah,
right here?
my wallet and my phone.
And your phone?
Mhm.
Okay, that's it.
I know these aren't comfy, but we got a really short ride.
Short ride.
We got a really short ride, okay? So you have everything you need in the car, right? I can lock this up.
Yeah, you can lock it.
In the back, myself. You got Brian.
Lock the doors. All right, you have the keys.
It's fine.
You got everything?
It's
Okay.
fine. It's fine.
Alright, we're gonna go this way. You got a key,
Did you grab my?
Yeah, we'll grab it. We'll grab it for you.
Here, I'll open the...
Alright, thanks. And then just so you know, you're being video on your recording.
Okay, that's fine.
See, best you can.
As the woman is taken into custody, the officers secure the scene and ensure everything is handled properly.
I know it's a little tight back here.
I'm squeezing my own hand.
Set? Much as can be, right? You got a watch?
They got it. They'll send over. Okay. Perfect.
Alright, I'll meet you, I'll meet you at the jail.
Alright, I'll take off. Anytime.
Sure.
Please send over the officer, Joe Santino, happy 30.
Just gonna follow this officer here, okay?
Alright, when you walk in, just face left to the white wall. Okay. I know we're all white, but... Thanks.
Can you do this?
Got it? Okay. Yeah, I'll search yours.
Search.
Alright, you've been pretty cooperative, so I'm not going to make you put your head on the wall or anything, but I'm going to take the cuffs off you, and when I do, just put your hand on the wall like this. Alright, teach you.
And just know there is an alarm here, so just don't raise your hand
yeah,
straight up,
that's-
because you'll set off an alarm.
Oh, that's a good. This might be a little uncomfortable at first. Oh man. Alright, there you go.
Like this?
Yep, just like that. Okay. There you go.
At the station, she goes through the standard booking process.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's no
Up
problem.
here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 100 pockets in one. Then my phone is on the left side.
There you go.
My phone is on the
Up in
inside.
here?
Yeah. There you go.
Are these even pockets? These are pockets, right?
Yeah, they're pockets.
So you get a lot of pockets.
I need a lot of pockets.
What do you do?
I'm a nurse. I work with disability.
Okay.
Yeah, special needs.
Do you like it or no?
Yeah, I love my job. Yeah.
That's all you can ask for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, go ahead and separate your legs as far as you can for me. Appreciate it. Nothing in these pockets. Oh my god. So many.
We're going to deep too.
I can't even turn them inside out. upstairs, keep your shoes off. You can put your feet back together, yeah. And then just, yeah. And the best you can, pick up your left foot. Alright, there you go. And your right foot. Alright, go ahead and turn around for me. Very good. And then, that's why I describe it, is fish hook your lips like this. Yep, and then your bottom lip, pull that one down. And your top lip. And your tongue. Perfect. Okay.
With the earrings.
And then, yes. What can you take out? Well, everything you can. I know, I saw some rings in there. Yeah.
Officers fingerprint her, take her belongings for safekeeping, and ensure all paperwork is in order.
Take them out there, and I just have to go get them repaired right there. That's how I gotta do it. I do it like that. Don't like the pain, but it is what it is.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, quite a bit.
How fast do they close? I'll wait for you to. Fast do they close? Thanks.
Okay, can I put some gloves because...
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, is
The
mine?
nails okay? You more large?
The nails.
Yeah, whichever ones I just need some so I can grip them. Thank you. Yeah, this will be just fine. Yeah. I just need so I can grip them.
I'll stay with the nails. They don't rip or anything. Oh, you're a professional. So you have them on all day.
As long as I'm getting super long, yeah.
Right.
Okay. All my piercings gotta come out. Every last one of them.
Yeah. You got any weird ones?
Not
weird, but like,
I don't got none.
maybe some other fun spots.
No.
But you need a new pair of gloves.
I don't even know. I just gotta get it twisted the right way. I'll do that one.
Man, that's a lot of piercings.
Do y'all have paper towel, napkin or anything?
I can grab one.
Oh yeah, if you want to grab
Yeah,
one.
if that'd be,
Yes.
I can rip it. Just come right on out.
You're able to take the nose one out?
Oh,
No, you're
Okay.
you're good. Yeah.
okay. I gotta take that. I gotta take that?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to come out. Now, that one I gotta twist.
Oh, there you go.
Go ahead, right on out.
So I used to have mine pierced and then I had to let it go. I can't work with
But
it.
I'm been here for a long time.
It shouldn't be long.
I don't
I can't promise anything, but it shouldn't be.
I don't understand because I went to court, showed the judge.
What did you pull? Is it your license?
He's my, I was driving like, it's 35 lane, I was going like 40,
Oh, okay. Okay.
45, maybe 40,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is it easier with like a mirror?
Do you read
Or
my
a fire?
mind? You read my mind.
Is it easier to do that? There we go.
Nice thinking.
Yeah. I was watching your eyes. I'm like, it looks like something I do in the mirror.
Eventually, the woman is arrested due to her active fraud warrant. Number 4. Massive fake check scam busted. $28,000 down the drain. A woman walks into a bank and attempts to cash a $28,000 check. The bank teller immediately becomes suspicious and alerts management. After a quick verification, the bank confirms that the check is fraudulent and does not belong to the woman. They contact the police, who arrive shortly after to investigate.
Hi. Someone here? Yes. You're the lady right there in the black. Fraudulent check? Yeah. Okay, ma'am, put your phone down. I'm going to be paying for investigation for fraud. Turn around, put your hands on your back. Just take out the bag first. This is just a detention. If it changes, I'll let you know. Give me your hand. Somebody waiting for you outside, or did you come in?
No, actually, waiting for Uber.
It's gonna have to wait.
Something's already taken out.
2531 detained. Where's your phone?
In my chest.
Where's she at? Just walk with me. Can I use an office?
So we have either one of these rooms here, the conference room or in here.
Okay. And I need to talk to whoever she was working with also. Hold on. I'm gonna come over here. This is fine.
This is so wild. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, somebody need to, because you run my name, you're going to see it. I don't have it.
Okay, we can figure out what's going on.
So this right here just got me too.
I'm waiting for whoever she was working with to talk to me.
Okay.
Where's the check you were trying to cash?
They have it.
They have it? Okay. Where's your ID? Is it in your bag?
No, I have it.
What, in your pocket or your bra?
And my breast.
Okay, can I grab it? I have a glove on.
Well, it's
You want to uncover it, you uncover it.
I'm gonna have to get it anyways.
You want to uncover it and then
When officers detain the woman, she acts confused and insists she's done nothing wrong.
Wanna what?
you said you want to uncover her while we're investigating, or do you think flight risk?
She was already trying to leave the scene.
Okay.
So.
I wasn't trying to leave. I just asked me if I could smoke the cigarette because I'm waiting for an Uber. So
We actually cashed another one for a larger amount at the Dr. Phillips location, probably a few minutes ago earlier today. The owner of the account asked me to have her call the cops and have her arrested because they want to press charges.
Is their name on the account?
So this is a real company.
This is a real company.
But they say that this is not their check.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. We'll probably need to get some contact information if they like a phone call or
I
anything.
gave it to
Dispatcher?
the dispatcher,
All right.
yes.
We may or may not get it back. We get it from you as well.
Absolutely.
We'll work on this. All right. Thank you
Okay,
so much.
thank you so
Yes,
much.
ma'am.
Do you want to keep that?
Just for now, we will.
Okay,
All
no
right.
problem.
Alright, so this is just something that I have to read whenever something happens and we're investigating. I'm sure you know what it is. Miranda rights?
well, yeah.
Right. So, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand? Okay. Can you tell me where you got that check from?
It was mailed to me because through the marketplace. So with me not putting my business actually out there, because I don't need a certificate for anything when it's coming to my property or what I'm doing with my food or how I choose to help people, you know. But marketplace, he sent me the check, and all of a sudden I'm getting this. I live over here in Orlando. My ID says so. So this is really some, because I don't even.
She struggles to provide a clear explanation for where the check came from. She eventually claims that she received it from someone on Facebook Marketplace as a deposit for a rental property.
This is crazy.
You said
So-
marketplace, like Facebook marketplace?
Yes.
Okay, why is he sending you a check?
Well, because of the deposit that he was putting down for the renting of the space that he wanted.
So you're a tenant or a landlord? You're
Yeah,
gonna try
so,
to, okay, they're trying
yeah.
to rent your property.
Yeah, you know, trying to get some extra money. I'm trying to get an RV, trying to get out of here. And the best way to do it, if I can rent out property, if I can sell off plates, or if I can just help anyone, anything, any kind of way I can do it.
Okay. So they were saying that at the Dr. Phillips location of Regions, you also cashed a different check.
Well, it's from the same person. It's literally a big check. So cashing a big check in one walk. I don't have an account, which is pretty difficult to do anyways when you're trying to cash something so large.
Okay.
I'm trying to get something now so I can do this now because Kissimmee has me on their file for now to get the RV. So I'm trying to do everything before the storm comes as fast as possible.
Okay, so why didn't you cash both checks at one location? Why did you go all the way from Dr. Phillips to Ocoee?
Well, I'll do it anyways because it's not showing that you're trying to overdo it, overbear with the taking the advantage of cashing so many checks because of so many people go in, cash so many checks, they do so many things, and things turn out wrong. So I didn't want any mishaps or anything to happen, but I didn't never think that this would come across, that I get a final check and...
Officers continue questioning her, but her answers become more inconsistent.
So, if you didn't think it looked weird or you didn't think that you were doing anything wrong, why didn't you just go ahead and cash them in the same location and not really worry about that? If you're not doing anything wrong, it shouldn't be an issue.
Well,
it looks wrong now. You're going to two different locations.
Well, now, yeah, I see, but I've been doing this for years. So I'm like, I go to 3 to however many I have to, depending on the size of the check. So, you know, it's like, sometimes I get more, no, I'm actually the person that does the lending for the homes, the food and stuff, you know, so.
Where's Wellington, Florida at?
Wellington, Florida?
Wellington, Florida?
Yeah, that's good miles out. So.
Is it? And so you do the books for Aircraft Demolition Incorporated?
Say it was off of Facebook, say the marketplace.
Uh-huh.
I was advertising space.
Uh-huh.
He needed area.
Uh-huh.
I had the area.
Uh-huh.
So when it was denied, this is what came back. So I'm...
What's the name of the person that you were renting to?
Say it's Rudolph.
I'm sorry?
Rudolph.
Rudolph? Is that last name, first name?
No, that's the first name.
What's his last name?
Say I didn't remember. So let's just go off the first name.
So when I call up Aircraft Demolition Incorporated, they're going to have a guy named Rudolph that works there? And he's going to know all about you?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you stay at?
Right here in Orlando, Florida.
You're still in Orlando, Florida? Okay. Can I ask you just a straight up honest question? It's up, and again, you're under Miranda, so you know that, but did somebody borrow you or rent or your ID, your social security card, any of your information or anything? Did they meet you like at the staffing center and say, hey, I'll give you money for this, that, or whatever to use your social security card or your driver's license?
She gives vague details about the sender and cannot explain why a large check was issued for a rental deposit.
No, but my account have been hacked 6 times, so a lot of my info has gotten out and been tampered with. So I'm still trying to get that straightened out right now.
And how did you get here?
I caught an Uber.
Caught an Uber. Okay. All right. Okay, I'll be right back, Sergeant. I'll go out to my car. Okay.
I'll be right back.
Where did $4,800 come into play?
He's holding it. More money to hold the space so nobody else gets it.
So did you give him a lease?
It's a bigger area. No, we haven't even gotten into, he just hurry up and sent that, and it's like, okay, we can do everything else afterwards, you know, because of he was going to come see it. Besides looking at it on photo or just live.
So I haven't seen it,
But I'm going to give you 6 times
It's
what
to
you're
see it.
asking for it.
So see it on just camera view live versus seeing live with your eyes.
Right.
That's
I
something
understand.
totally different. So if you want
But when
to
you
make
rent
sure,
$750, I mean, even if you charge first, last, and deposit, that's only like $2,300. So
So
he's just giving you an extra $25 for
to hold the space,
giggles.
hold the space, make sure
I need
nobody
friends
else
like
is
that just throw me an extra $2,500.
Hey,
You
if
said
they
this
willing to take
happened
the
on
space,
Marketplace? Facebook Marketplace?
yeah, because you know you can find a lot of stuff on
Oh yeah.
Facebook's Marketplace.
You have him on Facebook then in your phone?
Say it's like one of those incognito faces, but they'll talk to you through it. Like I have one from for the RV that I was supposed to be getting off there, and nobody gets to see that person's face, but you can actually just talk to a person, or they'll call
Yeah, but
you back.
you're still talking to somebody, so you have a
Yeah, so it's
conversation
somebody
about
I'm
those.
talking, that send that and now this, and I'm like, why?
Can you show us that? The conversation thread?
Well, I don't know if it's still there, but
Why wouldn't
It
show
shouldn't
you?
go away.
well, depending on what they do.
As they investigate further, they discover that she's attempted similar transactions at other banks. This confirms their suspicions that she's involved in an ongoing scam.
You know, it's
It would still
Facebook.
be there on your phone. They can delete it on their phone, but it would still be on your phone.
So, you have it listed now on Arch Street in Orlando for rent?
Yeah.
Because I'm not finding nothing in Orlando.
No, it's there.
What was the ad?
And it's on Marketplace?
Yes.
What's the address on Arch Street?
It's 8246 Arch Street. On the 46 is the 5. It's off Ferguson off Mercer Drive.
8246 Arch Street?
Yes.
Off of Ferguson.
This is off Ferguson.
Well, I hate to be a pain in your butt, but that's not accurate.
It's not.
Because off of Ferguson is the 4,000 block of West Colonial Drive, so if it's a street that runs east and west, it'd be 4,000. State Road 50, if you're talking like 50 in Ferguson, is about the 1,000 block north. So it'd be 7 miles north, which would put you in Apopka if it's an 8,000 address. Or if it's 8,000 to the west, you would be out here in Ocoee.
No. That's the address they put on. I mean, the address is on the building.
I've lived
which
here for
I
30
have-
years. I know how the number system works.
I've been here for 40. So,
Okay.
but I'm just saying the way the person that I'm even renting from is not even a.
So now
you know,
you're renting from somebody else because you just told me you were renting this house.
Look, I'm saying
That
the
it would belong
house
to
is
your
something
parents.
different. But I'm talking about what I'm renting now is
I
somebody
asked you about the one on Arch Street.
Yes, the
You
one on
said
Arch
you were
Street.
renting it for $750.
I'm renting out the
It's
room
a
for seven.
3-bedroom,
It's under my
2-bath.
dad's name, Michael Pope, which
Okay.
he's passed away.
The investigation reveals that the scam involves recruiting people to cash fake checks in exchange for a small payout.
This obituary is in my bag.
I thought you were almost 23.
Do you need them looser? Do you need more space between your shoulders?
On my phone when you search.
I can put an extra set so you have more space between your arms.
My hands are going numb.
Alright, stand up.
Oh my baby's great, man.
So,
I need to have grandkids out of school.
How do you spell arch?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just confirm it.
They said $28,000 was cashed this morning alone out of our business account. I'm freaking out. So, go ahead.
Okay, real quick, I got to ask a couple of questions that'll really kind of help us because what we want to do is change it from in custody to arresting. So, real quick like this, have y'all had any checks stolen or all your checks accounted for?
I am not home right this second, but I have not had any checks stolen. No,
Okay.
no, and I.
What do your business checks look like? Are they like, what color are they or what do they have?
Okay, this is really the only thing that was different. We had green checks, and I just ordered from Intuit QuickBooks, and it came in the mail in a box on Monday, and they're light purple I ordered.
The ones we have are blue, okay? They basically in real plain and over in the left-hand side, it's got Aircraft Demolition Incorporated, Equine Lane, Wellington, Florida, and then it has Regents Bank, 650 North Congress Avenue, Delray Beach, Florida. Is that your bank, Regents Bank?
Okay, that's our bank, and that is our old address over 2 years ago.
The woman's role was to deposit the money and withdraw a portion before the fraud was detected. This type of scheme is common, and law enforcement is well aware of how it operates.
What is her, is she saying anything?
Yes, ma'am. She claims that y'all, and when I say y'all, I'm guessing your husband, who she called Rudolph, she basically was saying...
wrong name.
Yeah, I know. And so basically she was saying that y'all were trying to rent a house or property from her, and that this was payment for the property, and that she was going to various banks because she thought it looked suspicious for her to cash such a large amount from one location.
Liar. She's a 100% fraud.
Yes, ma'am.
I want her arrested.
Okay. We're working on that part of it, all right? I tell you, let me ask you a couple more questions before I send you that to verify that, okay? So, like I said, so as far as you know, that's obviously an old address, and and as far as the account and everything. So, but you don't know this lady. You've never, as far as you know, you never wrote her a check, for any amount. Or
No.
any kind.
What's her name? No,
Her name
but
is
no.
Melva Pope, P-O-P-E.
Nope.
Okay.
Don't know her at all. Never wrote.
All right, and I know this is a silly question, but I have to ask you, okay? Are you willing to press charges and participate in prosecution?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Hey, I just flat out asked her, I was like, hey, I didn't ask her if she did or not. I said, where'd you sign the check? She said, at the counter. I was like, here? She said, yeah, lady gave me a pen to do so. I said, I mean, not just the signature, I mean the part with the name and everything on the check. She said, yeah, I did it at the counter too.
Okay, well, I guess we got the forgery. Ms. Pope, have you ever been in trouble with the law before?
No.
No, not at all?
I understand. This is good.
You did, so never in 2015 or never in 2005, anything like that?
Instead of making easy money, she now faces legal consequences. The officers handle the situation with patience, but her attempts to manipulate them backfire completely.
No.
No?
The only thing I had was tickets. That was...
You never got arrested before?
No.
You never been arrested before?
It's crazy.
Because according to this paper that you have, I mean, I'm just kind of throwing it out there, so...
Oh, no. I have not been arrested, not here in Orlando, Florida.
Okay. Whereabouts were you arrested?
I was never arrested. I'm just saying. I've
Oh,
been
at all,
here.
okay.
Yeah, in Orlando, Florida.
Is this her?
That's her.
It is her? Okay.
It's just weird.
Okay.
Literally never been in jail.
Okay.
I don't know what this place look like.
You've never been arrested in a pasta? Oh.
Have you ever lived, well...
See, this has to be the point where people use my identification. And this is around the time when I was hacked from 2005 on up.
Okay. Okay, I just talked to the lady again.
You got a U-Haul truck? Or a U-Haul storage?
Oh, please. Oh, please.
What's up?
There's a lot of old things.
She says it looks like his signature, but he absolutely positively did not write the signature. So we've definitely got that.
Yeah, she said she did.
Yeah. So anyway, so we got that verified on that one. Ma'am, if I can ask you a question, it's purely up to you whether or not you want to tell me or not. Is we know that this has already been done. It's already been done this morning. It's being done currently. There's somebody that's in another location that's being arrested as we speak by another agency. If you want to tell me, is this something like this where somebody contacted you and said, hey, this is what we'd like you to do, and you're kind of like the lower part of it? You know, is that what happened, kind of like what I said before, or is it something different?
No, it's the contact through, they said it was from the marketplace, so on Facebook line.
No, not this aircraft company. I'm talking about this, what we've got going on here, the fact that this is...
When pressed further, she eventually admits that she was offered money to cash the check on behalf of someone else. She claims she didn't realize it was fraudulent.
That's how, because of, like I said, my phone has been off as we speak. I got someone that actually turned my phone on for me, so I can have an actual line. I can use my phone. The Facebook.
Waiting for you to see if we showed up and then they leave without you?
No.
No, they kind of dropped you off then?
No, I used to Uber.
Oh, so you really did use an Uber?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay. So you really don't have any idea who the person that gave you the check was, the blank check, right?
That's why I'm like, it's mystery man now, because if it ain't people that I was told, then lies all over.
Yeah.
So here I am.
Yeah. And this is how this works. I mean, that's what I was saying before. This is how this works, and it's pretty ingenious on their part, you know, because that way you're the one holding the bag like this, and they're the ones that you took the risk of this, and they. Okay. What else you need from me?
Just the last 2 minutes of that conversation.
Okay. All right. Come on over. Okay. Luckily, Brooks' camera's on. Mine wasn't. I forgot to turn my back on. So you can leave it on. It's fine. But what she basically said was she through Facebook Marketplace, the people threw it out there that this is what we're doing, to be part of it, kind of thing. I asked her, is she getting a percentage of the check? Was she getting a flat fee per incident? Whatever. She goes, they didn't really go over that. They just said that they were going to pay her for, reimburse her somehow. That she's supposed to get a part of it. They also said they reactivated her phone for her so that they could, so that she could be in communication through Facebook or whatever the deal is like that. So she's pretty much admitted to being, and I said, so, were they, so she pretty much, after having said, okay, you're taking the risk and, for the reward. It's hard for me to think when but so I'm getting out. So that's where it's coming from.
So she admitted to
pretty much, yeah. She made admissions. I don't know if you call it a confession, but it's definitely.
Despite her attempts to downplay her involvement, she has no choice but to face the legal consequences of her actions.
So she's saying that basically, it's a scam, and that she knew that they provided her with the check. She did the check like this, and passed it or whatever. And I guess when they got the money, then they were supposed to be paying her at a later date. She hasn't got any. There wasn't any specific arrangement as far as how much money they were going to pay her, whether it was a percentage or a flat fee. She didn't say necessarily when they were going to give her the money or whatever. I guess they were supposed to go out and do their thing, and then I guess they would meet back up and figure it out then, I guess. So she seems fairly cooperative at this point. So if you want to ask her any details, if you want to, when and where that there supposed to meet up and all that kind of stuff, that's up to you. So what do we got? So it looks like we got 4.
I'm thinking this. Oh, I got my money from her. I just turned 42 and said I'm trying to get out of here. This is the whole point of getting out of here. This. Now look at me. How y'all tell me? Would y'all just end this for anybody else? Just in general. You sort of do this for somebody else? Especially, I don't know.
Right here, right there.
Can I go butt first? I just want to slide. You can sit on this if you want. That one.
In the end, she was charged with fraud, forgery, and grand theft. Number 3. Fake film director caught running $15,000 bank scam. A man walks into a bank in Hollywood, Florida, attempting to withdraw $15,000 from an account that does not belong to him. He claims to be a film director collecting funds for a music video shoot. The bank employees quickly notice inconsistencies in his story and decide to verify the account details before proceeding with the transaction. When they realize something is not right, they call the police.
What does he look like?
He's the only one at the teller right now.
Only one
tall, he's tall, dark, white shirt. He's the only one inside right now at the teller.
So that's the background for that?
Hey, wait, it's already been released? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, this is close. Where's my manager? This one?
Uniform 2928.
Okay, well, we gotta talk to you first. You on this switch? No?
Memorial Regional Detail on the staff.
This front one's locked, that one's open.
Uniform 2928.
Oh, what's going on, Bob? With the whole situation with the police?
Yeah, just some money, I don't know. Or scam a bank or something like that. We'll figure it out though.
Someone named Gloria called from the business line and said that she wants police to take her home.
They question him about the withdrawal, but his explanations are vague and inconsistent.
What is like they say, so as far as what's going on, because
Well, I'm still waiting for approval and they're talking.
I already gave you briefly what's going on.
I get that. This client just did this $20 and be so upset.
You have an idea what it could be?
No.
You have an idea what it could be?
What? Nah, because I came in here because I do film. So I'm coming in here to get a deposit from the client so I can go put down and buy all my stuff that I need so we can shoot. So again, you know, of course, with us living in Miami, everybody getting the whatever the case may be. And it's not like a little amount, but I do big budget films all over the future, money bag, and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So.
10-4 at 1652.
So if they have a music video for a song or whatever the case may be, you do the whole shoot.
Yeah, so
different
I
and put together.
I put it together. I subcontract people to either gripping, other directors, behind the scenes, and so forth. And then I got to rent the facility that we're going to use and everything. So all that comes within the budget. Mm-hmm. So.
And whatever business partner the client you thinking, they the up and coming artists?
Nah, so it's not really an up and coming.
Local artists?
I really can't, because they not from here. You know what I'm saying? So I really can't say where they from. So like,
Barry ID on you?
As the officers press for more details, his story continues to change.
The first time something like this happened to you?
Not even like I've had people hack my account before and take money from me before.
But nothing like where police come and stop you.
Yeah, no police come and stop me. It's like I got a clean record. I don't even play around with stuff like that.
What's your phone number?
I don't be into nothing like this. Like I got family and all, so they got a kid at the house. I don't even play like this. What is that?
12-1092.
I said, what is that? Yes, because this is, as I explained, I do film. So I was waiting on the deposits from the client so that I could go ahead and pay. I don't even know. That's the thing. See, and that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. You know, when you send somebody, I send them the budget. And like I told him, it hasn't happened before. I've been scammed with people pull money from my account and so forth. So I don't know if it's a case where he actually sent something.
You cure you a black girl by Florida.
Business account, his account, fake account, so forth.
Mike.
And you were waiting for a deposit.
Yeah, I was waiting for the deposit. So when I first came in, the client said that, I'm going to send a wire.
A client that you don't know.
No, this is a client that I'm the back end. So on the back end, I do the film, I do the directing. So it's coming from somebody. I set up everything. Then I go out,
Like I said, I told him I broke the records and so forth. So I need it for the rental property. I need it for all the cameras.
His reasoning does not add up, and the officers become more suspicious. When asked why he's trying to withdraw money from an account that does not belong to him, he fails to provide a clear answer.
Yeah, so I need it for the rental property that we use, camera equipment, and then so forth. I need both sometimes. So again, it's like I was telling them, like I told them, I said usually I get cash method of payment, or I just have them. If I got to federal, I just have them do my Navy to Navy, and that way I can go out and book it. So now it's a whole.
Yeah, I'm aware of the Navy federal situation.
Yeah. So.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're waiting for a deposit, why do you have to come in and try to take money out of another account?
Because I don't have a debit card for them.
Yeah, but why would you have to take it? If you expected me to send you money, let me finish. If you expected me to send you money, why would you go anywhere and try to take the money from me if you're just waiting for it?
Because I have to go get stuff.
All right, because.
Yeah. That's okay. The fact that they told me, he said, you can't come here and get a debit card. It takes 5 to 7 days, whatever.
But why would you need a debit card?
Because I have to pay. I have to put the money to use on the debit card. He doesn't have Navy Federal. I can't get a deposit.
Okay, but why don't you just wait for the money to show up?
Because I have to go pay for everything now. That's what I'm saying.
So you're gonna
go pay for the stuff so that way I can get out of that headache. I don't like waiting around for as far as
Is it like a deadline for you to do whatever?
Yeah, because prices fluctuate.
You're gonna be 1019. I would have to pull out.
So what's
12? Go ahead.
What's the?
Well, there's an issue with how the transaction was. You don't even know the name of the person, so how are you taking money out of somebody's account that you don't know?
No, this money is coming from my account. I created an account.
Right.
And I'm speaking to clients. Their account.
Okay.
I had to come here to open
Okay, so when you get here, you see that the account is empty.
He claims the client wired him the money, but also mentions needing a debit card to access the funds. However, the bank employees confirmed that the account holder has not authorized the transaction.
That's why I asked him. I said, hey, look, I came in, I said, as far as debit cards, that's the first thing I asked him. I said, as far as debit cards, you want the debit card paid, or that's what we buy? Yeah. I had to do it today because that's the only account that they said the client had. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna come in.
Right.
Usually I use my Citibank or I use my Navy Federal.
Right.
Or I just get cash or Zelle.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is that because it's a large sum, I said, okay, let me come here. You said that he could do it either wire. And I talked to her. She said, yeah, if I do a wire, it's gonna take from tomorrow. I'm like, okay. But I gotta get it done today because I need to go out and purchase an Airbnb. I gotta get everything.
Okay, but I get all that. But if they don't send you the money, the stuff that they need just don't get done. Like, how do you inject yourself into that?
Well, if I don't get the money,
right?
Because I'm the director and I pretty much orchestrate everything, then no.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's their responsibility to get the money.
Yeah, so it's mine. That's why I came in, seeing if I.
No, it's their responsibility to make sure they have you.
Yeah, to get me the money.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, like I told him, the client don't live here.
Where they live?
Up in Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah. So, like I said, I work with Future, Moneybag, and I do different stuff. I do with corporate clients and everything. So, not all my clients are based down in Miami.
Indiana. So this person was somebody in Indiana?
The person was supposed to be in Indiana, sending the money from Indiana. I don't know, because again, this is me opening a brand new account. I don't know where the money coming from. I expect it to come from a client.
I just talked to them. So,
With no valid explanation and multiple red flags, the officers decide to detain him for further investigation.
yeah, we're gonna have to call somebody out.
10:15 for now. Just in.
It looks like. It looks like our it looks like.
Alright, for now we're just gonna detain you. We're gonna put you in the car.
Until we sort this mess out, so we don't have to babysit you, because we're gonna have to do a lot of homework to make sure. Because
Can you see what
Well, can I just go out and sit?
No, you have to go inside. You may put your hands in the back. Put your hands so the cuffs don't hurt you.
Where do you live?
North Line.
North Line. Yeah, fraud them. I don't know who's on right now.
So what is it on as far as I'm at?
I don't know. Something ain't right. How's that? What you making? Something ain't right.
No, I like to keep real because this, again, I don't have nothing on my back. I'm clean. You know what I'm saying? And for this to happen, it's like, it's wild. Like, I got a little kid at home. I don't even play around.
You never been arrested before?
Never been arrested.
DCP dispatch
I got
13
family law
area
enforcement.
2.
I never really know history.
All right, we're gonna you already have it?
DCP dispatch.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to sort out. So in order to keep you safe and secure, we're gonna put you in the back of the car.
I'm gonna pat you down and make sure.
I got a passport.
So one black male detained pending for illegal investigation. On the side. Spread your feet. Spread your feet.
Just like that, he goes from calling the shots as a film director to being the star of his own arrest, handcuffed and ordered to put his hands behind his back.
I think keys, wallet, and my passport.
He wedged himself in between two fences.
Alright.
Alright. Copy 1025 the patient wedged in between two fences.
Take the camera up and then we can go up here.
Hey, quick question, boss. What happened? Is it better? Like, I can't even sit on the curb with you. Yeah, but we're gonna be talking and stuff like that, so there ain't gonna be nobody really watching you. But when they come back out, we're gonna try to get a detective out there to talk to you and try to put everything together.
Moments later, he's on his way to the station for processing.
I appreciate you. I mean, like, you roughing up, bro.
You ain't fight.
I ain't got time to do that. Like, this happened. Jesus screwed up my whole entire everything because I was applying in Miami-Dade City, Miami-Dade to be dispatched for the police department. Just in the I guess like the holding facility, I get to take my cuffs off, but I still gotta be cuffed up.
Yeah, it still got to be.
Alright.
It ain't really that comfortable either, but it's definitely worth
Yeah, what? As far as like what's going on.
We're just waiting on the detective. We're going this one.
As far as like when it's time to like get formal stuff that we get
The man is ultimately charged with grand theft and fraudulent transactions. Number 2. Man busted trying to buy a car with a fake identity. A man walks into a car dealership and tries to buy a vehicle using a fake ID. The dealership staff becomes suspicious and decides to verify the information. After making a quick call, they confirm that the identity belongs to someone else. Realizing they have a scammer on their hands, the dealership calls the police.
I'll say it who the manager is. Oh, I got you. Following you, sir.
Don't worry, boss. Here, I got you.
Found a guy I'm looking for. Oh, okay. Thanks, sir. Figured that dude over there?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's sitting over to the left and gray hat, right?
Mm-hmm. That gray shirt?
Yeah.
Hat on? Okay.
That's the ID he gave us. My other manager just got off the phone with
the real guy.
The real guy.
Okay. So what all information do you have on him? That's it.
He's got his real name too. The guy knows him. It's his son's best friend. He stole all his information from his phone when he was visiting him in Indiana.
Oh, nice.
So his name's Tyler. His real name's Tyler something. He goes with an F.
Tyler? Well, alright. So does Indiana have a case against him already?
We do here, apparently. Kia, he tried to buy a car at, and Carvana. So I guess he's got 2 police reports. He's going to text me pictures of them already.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. I need those. Because if I can just put cuffs on him, I'll just take him. Right. I'm taking. I'm glad you guys thought it before you got any further with anything, so.
Is that him right there? I thought I can't see behind him. He's still sitting down, right?
Yeah, he's still sitting there.
The problem is I'm not going to get
You're good right there. Let me ask you a question, boss.
Yeah, what's up?
What's your name?
Tyler.
Tyler? Got your ID on you?
Not on me, one.
No? Okay, cool. Do me a favor. Stand up. You can either make this hard way, or you can do it the easy way. You can stand up, put your hands behind your back.
What's going on?
Do it the easy way or hard way? I'm not going to ask you again. You just stand up.
What is going on?
Put your hands behind your back. I'll explain everything in a second.
No.
Turn around.
Hold on, what is going on?
Ma'am, back up.
That's my wife. Please don't do that. Please. Okay.
The officers quickly detain him, not wasting any more time as they begin their investigation.
You have no right to get.
I'm going to explain everything to you here in just a second. Ma'am, you can either back up or I can put you in cuffs.
Please don't do that. Please don't threaten her, please.
Ma'am, I'm telling you right now, back up for me.
Please?
That's my husband. What do you expect me to do? I was just sitting over there.
Do me a favor. Take a walk out this way. Ma'am, I will explain everything in a second. Take a
Well,
walk.
can I walk with you?
You can talk to these officers real quick.
What's going on?
Hey, Coach, I got one secure. You can cancel the channel.
I'm sorry, what's going on?
Alright, so we're going to figure all this out together.
Okay, what is going on?
Yeah, we're going to explain it all. Can you open the door for me, boss?
This is, okay.
Alright, walk over to the Tahoe for me.
I haven't done anything, sir. What's going on?
Apparently you have.
No, I haven't.
Apparently. So, we're going to get to the bottom of all that in just a second.
Sir, I haven't done anything.
Walk over here.
Okay.
It's either you can start being real compliant, or this is the hard way.
Sir.
It is your call. Lean back for me, okay? Lean back for me and look at me.
Yes, sir.
So, you have a Florida ID, an Indiana ID. What's your ID number?
I don't want to disclose anything.
Okay. Right now you have no choice because you provide these people with a fake driver's license that has somebody else.
I didn't provide them
else's
anything,
name
sir.
and your picture on it.
Sir,
explain that to me.
That is a picture of my photo. That is a picture of my ID when I was in Indiana.
Okay, but your name's not Jeff.
Yes, it is, sir. Okay. Legally, it is.
You have your Miranda card on you?
I do.
So you legally had your name changed?
Yes, sir. What? How is this? Okay, how is this even legal right now? I haven't done anything illegal.
All right. So Thomas, right?
I'm not telling you my name.
I can book you into jail. Y'all know it doesn't matter to me.
Sir, I didn't do anything
So I want you to
wrong.
understand one thing. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Before the questioning resumes, the officer makes sure he understands his rights. Will he finally come clean or double down on his lies?
Yes or no?
Yes.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you cannot find a lawyer, cannot afford a lawyer, and want one will be provided to you before questioning without charge. Do you understand?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, promised you, or got you? Has anyone threatened or promised you to get you to talk to me?
No.
Yes. No. Okay. Okay. With that being said, let's clear this up.
Okay.
Okay. So, your first name is Thomas. You already told me that part.
I did not tell you that.
I got it on camera.
It's okay. I didn't tell you Thomas.
What's your name?
I'm not telling you my name. I'm sorry. I'm not telling you my name.
Okay. So do you have any kind of ID on you?
No, I don't.
Okay. What do you have that shows me anything of who you are?
Sir.
Why would I be called here? Explain this to me. Why would I be called here about you providing a false name?
I don't know.
False information, a false social security card. Which
I didn't provide anything false. So.
I want you to understand that's federal. So I will take you to jail, and guess who's going to come pick you up?
I didn't provide anything false, sir.
Okay. What did you provide them?
I gave them my information.
You gave them your driver's license that you have on you right now.
I didn't. I don't have a physical information. I don't have anything physical. I gave him a photo of my ID, sir.
How did they get your ID? That's my question.
I gave him a photo of my ID.
Okay.
I sent him a photo. I texted him a photo of my ID.
You texted him a photo of your ID?
Yes, sir.
So you don't have anything on you that identifies who you are right now?
No.
Okay. So what's your social? That way I can look you up.
I'm not telling you that, sir.
Okay. So you understand how this works? Because if I can look you up, verify what you gave them is correct, you're out of handcuffs, you walk away. Right? I rub your shoulder off, hey man, sorry about the dust, and we're all gone. Okay. But you being non-compliant is making it look a little more suspicious on you.
I haven't done anything wrong. That's why I'm not being compliant. I don't feel like I'm being justly handled. I'm in cuffs right now for I don't know. I'll tell you my social.
Instead of owning up, the suspect digs in, arguing relentlessly and painting himself as the victim.
And how long have you been in Florida?
Nearly a month, I believe.
Nearly a month? Where at are you from? Are you from Indiana?
Yes, from Indiana, yes.
What part of Indiana?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis? And let's go with your name. That way I can verify everything, okay?
It's Jeff.
It's Jeff?
Yes.
Your name is Jeff?
It's Jeffrey Turner.
Jeffrey Turner. Then why would you tell me Thomas when I first walked up to you?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, you scared the dude. I gave you a false name, I don't know.
You gave me a false name?
Yes.
So what was that false name event?
Huh?
What would that false name event? Thomas? Thomas what?
It's not Thomas.
Okay. What's your first name?
I don't even remember what I said in there. I just threw out a random T name.
So, how old are you about that?
I think I said Trevor.
No, you said Thomas.
That's okay, Thomas.
So, how old are you? I just want you to,
I don't want to disclose.
How long do you think I've been doing this job?
I understand.
You think I've been doing this job just yesterday?
I understand.
You understand? I know a liar when I see one?
I understand.
Okay. I know you're lying to me. So, it doesn't matter to me. If you give me the fake name, I'll just book you in as John Doe. And you can sort that out with the court system and all that other stuff. It doesn't matter to me.
You'll stay in there until they figure who you are.
Yeah. It does not matter.
That's my information.
Guess what? I am still going to go home tonight. No issues. Okay? You, on the other hand, keep lying to me. You're going to go sit in jail for the next probably 2 to 3 weeks. Until you decide you want to tell the truth. Unless you want to tell the truth now, and we're done. Because if you're telling me the truth, if you come out of cuffs, you walk away. You and your wife going about your merry way.
Okay.
So, you want to start over? Let's go fresh on this. You want me to give you one more chance? And
yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Let's go with this, okay? Let's do it the right way.
My name's Christopher Bracken.
After cycling through several fake names, the officer gives him one last chance to come clean. But is he finally telling the truth? Let's find out.
Spell it for me.
CHRISTOBHER. Last name BRACK.
CK?
IN.
IN?
Yes, sir.
And date of birth, sir?
Okay, I'm sorry.
She's not free to leave you just right.
It's 07/16/1998.
07/16/1998? And the social that you gave me, is that correct or no?
No.
And what's your correct social, sir? I can't switch channel yet. Okay.
Zone 1.
I'm gonna hang out here for a second. Okay, hon, I apologize.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're all right. I'm gonna explain some stuff to you, okay? What's his name?
Tyler.
Tyler? Tyler what?
Freeville.
Spell his last name for me?
FREVILLE.
FREVILLE.
ILLE.
And you know his date of birth?
10/24/98.
Okay. And how long have you guys lived in Florida?
We just moved here not too long ago.
Where'd you move here from?
I'm sorry.
You're okay, darling. You're okay.
I don't know what's going on. No.
So
we moved here from Indiana because our apartment burned down and our insurance didn't help us. So,
well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry. I get really stressed out, and
Okay. Well, take some deep breaths for me. Do you need medical? Because I can get medical here for you.
No, I have an ESA that I couldn't take with me.
By now, it's clear. He's been lying from the start, and this isn't his first time pulling this stunt.
Okay, can you please stop looking at me?
Can you sit down, please?
Just have a seat. Yeah, just have a seat.
Stop looking.
Respectfully.
Well, they're gonna keep looking. Okay. And your name was, darling?
Raina.
Raina, spell
You
it
got
for
ID
me.
on you?
RAYNA. Respectfully, can I only talk to you because I feel
He's my supervisor, so
I'm sorry.
I'm in the position of being graded right now.
I know.
So
I didn't know he was your supervisor.
If we
He's
can
my
have your
sorry.
ID, it's easier so we can see.
Yeah, do you have your ID with you?
That's it. That's all I wanted.
I know. It's just he asked me for my name, so I thought I would
who
give
do
it
you
to
have?
him first.
What do you name you have?
Tyler Matthew Freeville.
Hey, he's going to jail regardless. He's going to jail for lying to me. Just let you know. So, this is the name he gave me. He gave me first he gave me a name Christopher Bracken. You know who that is? Then he gave me a name Jeffrey, and then he gave me a name Thomas.
Why is he giving us fake names?
Exactly. Okay.
Boy, y'all here just to get a card?
Yeah.
Well, he gave them a fake name. That's why they called us. Because apparently he's done this a couple different times, and he's been flagged. So.
How did you guys get here?
I got a lift for us.
Okay.
It was red, right? Okay.
Yep. Hey, boss. Look at me. Again. Turn around. We're double cuffing you. You are going to jail for lying to me regardless. So, we're done with this shenanigans. I'm not giving you any more chances. You are going to jail for providing a false name to a law enforcement officer. And I will be contacting the federal government, and you will be dealing with that too. So, oh, looky there. Looky there. You don't think I wasn't going to search you, bud?
I'm gonna go get. They have a whole bunch of copies of the ID he provided.
We're gonna find out about those warrants too for the other ones.
I read them. I read them.
He scrambles to justify his actions, but the officers aren't buying it. Even as he's taken into custody, he insists he should be allowed to walk free.
Cool.
And the guy called.
Look at me. Oh, you get too much shame in you? Cool. Come on. Have a seat. Let's go. Have a seat. Come on, go ahead.
Oh, that's it? No, valid ID for the phone.
Okay.
Simple. Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay. Miss Raina, I'm going to give you all of his possessions. The only thing I'm keeping is his driver's license. His ID card's coming with me.
Okay.
Okay? So, I want you to understand why he's going to jail. Provide me a false name. Alright? I'm going to figure out what the charges are for here as well, for him providing false information to them. I'm going to charge him with that as well. So he's going to face a couple different felonies. So, if I were you, I don't know if you guys are married.
In the end, the man is arrested for fraud and providing false identification to law enforcement. Number 1. Fraudster caught red-handed trying to scam the bank. A woman enters a bank, hoping to open an account with a fake ID, but sharp-eyed employees spot discrepancies and sound the alarm. Realizing they have a repeat offender, they call the police.
Yeah, so she went to our Seattle branch, opened an account with a different ID. She went to our Burien branch with a different ID. This is a third ID with a different name here at this branch.
I'm Officer Clark with the Kent Police Department. I have my body camera going, okay? Do you know why we're here?
Here's the fake utility bill that she keeps circulating with different things on it.
Have you guys actually identified her as like with a true name?
We don't know. So this is the third ID with different name. We can give you what the other IDs are.
Please.
Pictures of them.
Yep.
Any preference?
Wouldn't mind.
What's your name, man? Okay. So at this point, you are detained and you're not free to leave. Do you understand that? Okay. Man, do you have identification? So, we can identify you. I'm just kind of trying to gauge your compliance with me, okay? I'm trying to not be super evasive on it. If you have identification, I'd love to see it.
I don't.
Okay. Are you going to give me your name?
So we're trying to make this as easy as possible by just asking for your name, okay? Rather than having to bring someone here to take your fingerprint or potentially even book you in jail just to get your name. So if you give us your name, there could very well be a possibility that I send these up to review and they contact you at a later time. And if you don't, then we have to go take you to jail to make sure we have you identified.
I just don't want you to catch any like extra charges of like basically delaying the process of an investigation by just not being cooperative. Okay? Because we do have to know who you are. That's like I said. So we are conducting an investigation this time, okay? So can I just get your name?
The officers detain the woman for questioning. She refuses to provide her real name and avoids answering direct questions.
I just got really hot.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, right? You're kind of in a situation right now, okay? So, not a big deal. But I need to know who I'm talking to, okay? So if you need to take a breath, take a breath. But you just need to talk with me, okay? Or at least just tell me who you are. If not, we'll find it out. Ashley? And where are you staying at right now, Ashley? Homeless? You got a car outside or something? Is that what you're living in?
No, I take the bus around.
Take the bus? Okay.
Ashley, do you have an ID on you?
It was stolen.
Stolen.
Be somebody else. I didn't want to be me anymore.
Ashley, do you have any kind of warrants or anything like that? We're about to hear something, or what? Is that why you're just not wanting to give me your name?
There's a possibility of one from...
Possibility for what?
From New Mexico.
New Mexico, okay. Is it something I'm going to have to load you up and fly you down there, or no?
I don't think so.
Okay. So, because you're detained, right? Because I'm not allowing you to leave right now, I'll just read you your rights, okay? Do you understand your rights?
Thanks.
So what was your intentions for today? Or do you want to...
So what's your real name? Ashley. Okay. So exactly what I was going to ask. What are you intending to do here today?
Open an account.
Okay. With this ID, is there a reason why you're using an ID without your...
Because I don't want to be me anymore. I'm tired of being who I am. I just want a new life.
Okay. And you thought a New York ID would help you do that?
Well, it would make me not me anymore.
She insists she's done nothing wrong, but cannot explain why her identification does not match official records. The officers remain patient, giving her multiple chances to cooperate.
So, with this ID, you were planning to open an account, or do what?
Yeah, I was going to open an account, and I was going to start, getting a job, and just be this person.
Okay. Have you ever lived in New York? So where did the idea of New York come from? Like, you just like New York?
I always wanted to go there.
Gotcha. Where did you get the Social Security card?
A friend gave it to me.
A friend. Where does this friend frequent live, or what's his name?
He's just a voice over the phone.
Okay. And how about this ID?
It's the same person, it's a voice over the phone.
Okay.
You call a number, you get a new life.
Okay. Did that same person give you this ID?
I got it in the mail.
Okay. But you got it the same way? Have you had a Social Security card for these other IDs? You did? Okay. Where are those IDs and Social Security cards at? Do you see anything necessarily wrong with what you're doing?
Well, these people there, that I'm told that they're not able to be them anymore. Like they're not even real anymore. Like they're like in the hospital and they can't be them. So how am I hurting anybody?
Okay. Were you successful in opening an account with those other locations?
No, the other one wasn't able to be opened yet. She said she'd call me back later.
Okay. So were you intending to get a job with the other names as well? Or
I was going to see which one would pass because you never know what comes up when they actually do a background check.
She explains that she's tired of being herself and thought assuming another identity would help her find work and stability. However, the officers point out that she's committing fraud and identity theft, both serious crimes.
Okay. Where do you currently live right now? Your home. Where do you frequent?
It was the Aurora area, but I didn't want to live up anymore. It was too far away, so I moved down to the SeaTac area.
Do you have the phone number that you called to get these IDs?
It changes.
Okay. Is it like a website or just a person that you call or email or what?
So you call the number and you get another number to call because that number always changes. It's like names and stuff. It's weird.
Okay. When was the last time you lived in New Mexico?
A few months back.
So your ID should still potentially be valid?
But it was stolen.
Okay. What's the warrant for?
Shoplifting.
Gotcha. So you know you can still get a job being yourself, right?
A felon.
You can still get a job.
Not in New Mexico. They don't give you any chances.
You're in Washington State now. You can still get a job.
I applied at a bunch of different places and nobody ever called me back.
Okay. So once we have you identified, we'll go from there. I just want to make sure that you are who you say you are in New Mexico. And you've never had an ID out of the state. So I'm going to be...
It's so bad that I want to change who I am.
So, it's a fake ID, and it's a fake social security card. Okay, so I was just now getting to that, so I'm glad you touched on that. So what we're looking at here is identity theft. So you're trying to be somebody else that you're not, trying to open a bank account with a name that doesn't belong to you, with a social security card that doesn't belong to you.
As they continue questioning her, they discover she's been using a fraudulent social security number as well.
Where's this City of Seattle light bill from? Where'd you get this?
I found it in one of the hotel rooms that I was at, and you can change the information on it.
So is it one of the hotels?
One that you can, like, you scan it into the computer and you just change the information on it.
What information did you change?
The address.
This address? Okay, what else did you change?
No.
You changed the address there too? Or you changed the name? Or both?
Well, they all tell the same thing.
Yeah. So you changed the addresses for all of them?
Well, yeah, they had to match.
Okay, I'm just checking. Did you change anything else on there?
I don't think so.
Okay. So you didn't change the account number, the name, the amount, the dates?
All that's the same, but yeah, I changed the account number to put like random numbers in there.
Okay. So did you get the ID to match the name, or did you change the name there to match the ID?
I made this match the ID.
Gotcha. Or how'd you come up with that name?
That's just the name that I was given.
By who?
The person on the phone.
Okay. I will be right back and we'll see about the ID. Okay.
While processing her information, the officers find out she has an outstanding warrant from New Mexico.
So I got them trying to pull some kind of a DOL out of New Mexico. So it's unfortunately they have her listed like for a felony. It was a warrant out of New Mexico. It was like conspiracy to commit shoplift. So it wasn't felony. It was like something dumb. But they have her have her listed in there. We don't have anything on our end. The only thing I didn't run was like county booking to see if she's been booked there. But we got nothing on her on our end. I mean, I would probably ask her like why she's giving like an AKA, like what is her actual freaking name, and like I mean, but then again, people who like commit frauds like this, like I don't even know if they know who they are anymore at this point, you know. But like, I would say we'd probably take her down and get her like book her and fingerprint her and do all the stuff and get photographs.
And then do the felony quite large.
Do what do you got? She's going felony level on that one. Yeah, I would transport her down, get her fully identified and stuff like that. And then, I mean, she's homeless, so who knows where she's gonna go, but try to get a good address. I'll see if I can dig into it a little bit, if she can give me some more about the name and stuff. Hey, Ashley. So it's me, Officer Clark again. So we're having issues with your name. So we've got you in the system for like multiple names. Is there a reason for that? Do you go by other names?
My married name.
What's your married name?
But I don't go by it anymore.
Okay. Well, whether you go by it anymore or legally go by it are a couple different things, okay? So, the last name that you had identification, what name would it be? And where would that have been out of?
New Mexico.
The warrant is for a separate crime, adding to her legal troubles. They inform her of the situation, but she still tries to downplay her actions.
Okay. Can you look up at me, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? And who said that?
Records.
Excellent. Okay. So yeah, you do have a warrant out of New Mexico. Okay. It's not something we're going to take you on, right? So we're City of Kent at this time. So we're going to go with what my officer over here has for you. Okay. So he's got a little more details for you.
Yep. So, like I told you earlier, my goal here was to get you identified, not all these other names that you've been using, right? And if we can get you identified, then I will send this up, and then eventually you will get something at your P.O. box saying you have a date for what happened here today. Because ultimately there's one incident here, but the rest of them are not in the city of Kent. Okay? So also the way your leg is looking, also will not be taking you to jail today, but do you have a phone number I can reach you at? Do you guys have any thoughts and concerns? Okay.
Thank you for not arresting me.
Well, just...
I'm not going to do this anymore.
Okay, well, just because you're not necessarily getting arrested today doesn't mean you won't in the future for this. Okay? At this point, just because you want to be somebody else doesn't mean you should get another ID and social security card. It's like I told you, it's identity theft.
How do you suggest to get a different life?
Do you have any other identifications on you that you want to give us that we can take?
I don't have one, no.
Okay.
Not the ones that you used at Erie or West Seattle?
I got rid of the one that I couldn't open the account because they couldn't verify it. I got rid of those. That.
Okay. Just, I mean, you have a record in New Mexico. I don't really recommend you get one here in Washington. I'm in Rainier Criminal History in Washington, but if you're trying to start a new life, it's probably not the best way to do it.
She insists she's not hurting anyone, even though she's using stolen identities to commit fraud. The officers explain that identity theft affects real people and carries significant legal consequences.
So you know it is a crime to actually be in possession of another person's ID, correct? You know that, right?
But I didn't think it was an actual, like an actual person, because, how could you get an actual person's, real information? Right?
Come again?
How could you get the real person's, I thought it was, it's fake, right? It's not.
A driver's license?
Yeah, it has my picture on it, but...
I have a driver's license in my pocket right now, and it's mine, right? So it's me, with my information.
But it's got my picture on it, but I wasn't sure if the information was actually right. That's
so
why
the chances of you looking like someone else in a one-dimensional photograph, the chances of that are fairly high, right? You know, have you ever heard of the word doppelganger, where you have someone who kind of looks like you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a chance that you look like someone. That does not give you the right to take that person's identification. Clearly, it's not you. It does not have your name on it. And then come into a financial institution and try to open up bank accounts and take out loans and do all the things, right? That's called fraud, okay? That is fraudulent, 100% hands down. Because you are not that person, and you are telling them that you are that person when you're not. That's against the law, okay? And you know that. I know you know that.
Instead of being immediately arrested, she's released due to medical concerns. However, she is formally charged with 3 counts of identity theft and will have to appear in court.
We're not going to take her to jail today because she's having some medical issues and we also identified her. But will be investigated for a felony level identity theft.
Okay, yeah, for trespass and all that too, though, because like she's been going from branch to branch, and I'm not really sure if she smoked in my bathroom, did some.
Okay, do you want me to trespass her for a year or for life?
For life.
Okay, do you have any other branches in the Kent?
No.
Okay, so I can only trespass her for the branch in Kent. I can't trespass her for other locations.
Okay. Can you check her bathroom?
Where is it?
I was trying to use the restroom and I went over there to use the guest bathroom, but I felt like ever since I walked right in, my nose is like in between.
I didn't smell anything in the bathroom. She may or may not have.
On that card, next to the stars, those places can help you kind of start over. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Give them a call. Reach out to them.
You guys actually care in this state.
Yeah, we try.
You might
Obviously,
still don't
stop trying to do what you're doing now. Okay, get your warrant taken care of, but reach out to them. They can help. Okay.
Despite trying to manipulate the system, she ends up with a criminal record instead of a fresh start. In the end, they walked in with confidence and walked out in cuffs. Drop your thoughts about these scammers in the comments.